Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been absent these past few weeks. I have been Ubering. I have been doing some new stuff and I just wanted to kind of give you guys like a life update video, just kind of like what the future is holding currently, and not so much like deep into the future, like within this like next month or so, what the future is currently holding. There's my little chubby kitty. That face. I love her. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to come on my channel and talk about what I'm going to be doing. So, the past few weeks I've been Ubering. Actually, the past 2 weeks I've been Ubering. And it's been a really interesting experience. I haven't had any rude customers. Like, I had one lady like my very first night, but it was kind of like she was already intoxicated. And she wasn't like overly drunk, but she was kind of like, she had expectations, I should say. And you know, I'm not afraid to tell my customers if I'm new or not. I mean, I don't expect them to give me less expectations, but I also kind of like, just so they know, hey, you know, if I do mess up or I make a wrong turn, or you know, I don't meet them exactly where they're at, it's because I'm still learning the app. And just from driving these past 2 weeks, if you're someone that does use Uber, please, please, please be very specific with your pickup locations. I have multiple customers that say, oh, pick up on the right. Okay, so when I pull into a shopping center and you say on the right, is that the first store on the right? Is that all the way down to the right? Is it, you know, you have to be really specific, because there are a lot of people now that are using Uber and Lyft. And I actually had an incident a couple days ago where I was picking up a customer, and the way the GPS showed it, I was right on top, like I was right there, and there was a group of people. So I thought, oh, okay, you know, I'm gonna have a group of people. And they were actually waiting for another Uber driver. So I called my customer and I was like, hey, you know, just wanted to double check where you'd like me to meet you, yeah. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to change the pickup location. So not only did I waste my time and my gas, but she did not put her proper location. You know, which happens, you know, things happen. But it's definitely been interesting. I have made good money off of it. This is not something that I do full time. I do have a full-time job during the day. I just do this at night. Mainly Saturdays and Sundays, just because I work 8 to 4 and 10 to 6 majority of my work week. So it's something I do a couple hours a night on the weekdays. I've made good money on it. I've made about close to $500 in the past 2 weeks, which is really good. My dad actually does it full time and he's making bank. And he actually encouraged me to get into it, so that's why I'm starting this. And it's really been cool. I mean, you use gas, yeah, and you put miles on your car, yeah, but it's kind of worth it because you make more. Like tonight I Ubered and I reimbursed myself for the gas that I put in my car, and my tank barely budged. So I already made up the money that I put in my tank. And it's really kind of fun. I mean, it's your own business. You're connecting with people. No, I haven't had anyone throw up in my car. No, I haven't had anyone throw a fit in my car or refuse to get out of my car. I've only canceled one person. That was because they put the incorrect pickup location and they realized that and made the mistake. So I've only had to cancel one person. And just as advice for some people that are new to Uber, like this is going on my 3rd week. Just definitely be patient with yourself. Don't get too freaked out, because if you freak out, your customer is going to freak out and then you're not going to get a good rating. And ratings are super important. You want good ratings. You want 5 stars. So be polite to your customers. Don't be inappropriate with them. Don't make inappropriate conversation. Don't tell inappropriate jokes. Don't swear. Don't, you know, be professional. You know, if you were at your regular job, the same things that you would get written up for are the same things that you should apply to yourself in your car. So if you shouldn't be swearing in front of a customer in the store, you shouldn't be swearing at a customer in your car. Even though it's your car and it's your business, you still need to maintain the aspect of professionalism. So that's my biggest thing. I actually had a customer tell me that her last driver was very inappropriate with her, and he was a man, and he was very inappropriate with her, making very inappropriate jokes. He wasn't harassing her or anything, but he was making very inappropriate jokes trying to make conversation, and not in the best way. And she said that it kind of, was odd. She didn't think that that was very polite, which I agree with. As a woman, I'm not going to be inappropriate with any customer in my car, whether they're male or female. So I think it's more or less of being understanding of basic respect. So far, it's been pretty cool. I've been doing the Uber delivery as well, so I've been doing both. So if you're someone that doesn't want to do the riders and you don't want to have people in your car and you just want to do deliveries, what you have to do is you'll be an Uber driver for riders automatically. That will be an automatic trip option for you. So if you want to do deliveries, what I had to do is actually call customer support and tell them that I wanted to be doing deliveries, and then there's like a link that they'll send you and you can click it, and it'll get you, it takes 24 hours to get approved. And then how you'll find out is you'll get a text, and then also you'll go into your driver app and you'll go into like the little barrel thing at the top where it's like your settings, and it'll say trips, and you can put edit, and you can actually check the trips you want to do for that day. So if you just want to do passengers, you can check off deliveries. If you only want to do deliveries, you can check off passengers. If you want to do both, you can check both, and you'll get both. And that's kind of what I've been doing lately. I do a little bit more deliveries, but you can do both. So say you have, and this happened to me, my first weekend I was driving with both on. I had 2 passengers, and then right after I dropped off my last one, I got delivery. And Uber has a thing where you can accept multiple requests at once. So if you're driving down the highway, you're taking your current customer to their destination, then another ride request pops up, you can tap it so you can accept it and keep your acceptance rate. And then once you end that current trip you're on, it will automatically navigate you to the next trip. And I believe it alerts that rider like a wait time, just so they know that you're not directly on your way, but you will be. So that's something that was pretty cool that I didn't know about. And I did watch a lot of YouTube videos, but that wasn't something that was on a YouTube video. What's something else? It's pretty much basic. You do get your daily deposits. You do have to do your own taxes. That I'm still figuring out how to do. I was looking at something on the Uber website that said you had to do them quarterly. So if whoever's watching this is an Uber driver and you've been doing it for a while, if you could give me any kind of information about the quarterly taxes, that would be great, because I would love to know, so that way I don't get in trouble with the IRS. But Uber's pretty cool. It is a lot of sitting, but you can go offline whenever you want. So if you just finished a passenger and you want to go offline, take an hour or 2 break and go home for a little bit, you can just swipe offline. Only go online if you have any intention of making money and accepting requests, whether it be for riders or deliveries. Don't go on the driver app and go online just to mess around, because if a ride request pops up and you're not even in your car and you deny it, that's going to affect your acceptance rate. And what I mean by that is, with Uber and Lyft and a lot of rideshare apps, you have to have a 90% acceptance rate, I believe, is the minimum. And if you don't, you put yourself at risk for cancellation as a driver. So definitely be aware of that. I did have to cancel someone as a no-show because she messed up her. Sorry, I keep moving the camera so much. Because she messed up her pickup, and so I ended up canceling her, and that gave me a 7% cancellation rate. But as I kept accepting more rides and not canceling any more rides, it went away. So the cancellation rate does go away the more you accept. You do want to have a 0% cancellation rate as best as you can, and a 100% acceptance rate. Uber does give you an option, whether you're doing a delivery or not, to cancel the request. If you're doing a delivery and the restaurant is just now getting the order ready by the time you get to the location, of the restaurant to pick up the order for the customer, there is an option that it does give you where it says order not ready. That goes to Uber, so they're able to tell how long it takes for restaurants to get orders ready from the moment the customer puts it in. My longest wait time for an order was probably about 40 minutes. And you can cancel the order if you want to, and it does give you a chance for like too long of wait time, or there's a bunch of options it gives you. I don't feel comfortable canceling a delivery just because of a long wait time. You know, it's kind of like, if you think about it, it's not the customer's fault that their restaurant is unprepared or just busy and short-staffed or whatever it may be. You know, it's not the customer's fault that the food isn't ready yet. And sometimes restaurants are just so busy, they're understaffed, you know, things happen. But I would never cancel someone's food because you never know like why they ordered it. Like maybe they ordered it because they don't have a car and they need to feed their kids. You know, you never know why someone does takeout, and it could just be convenience too. But just be aware of that, especially if you're going to cancel a delivery. Just kind of think about how you would feel if you're trying to order food for your family and it gets canceled. So that's my thing on Uber. It's been pretty cool. I will definitely keep you guys updated as I go along. The next part of my life update is I will be moving out of my house, out of my beautiful home. My dad painted that. My beautiful home. My beautiful kitty. We are moving to an apartment. We're going back to where we had left, which I don't mind because I absolutely love those apartments. So we will be moving as of August 1st. So this next month is our last month in our home. It's been pretty bittersweet. It's been a roller coaster ride, but not too much of one. And you know, we moved in here with a roommate with my old coworker from hospital we used to work at. I used to work, I'm not gonna say the name. So it was more of like, I wouldn't say like reality, but it was just kind of like, you know, it was different. And we've all had roommate experiences, and this was probably the most interesting one because we all kind of flowed together a little bit. So definitely a learning experience. We all agreed that we do not want roommates anymore, and it wasn't because we hate each other or anything. We're to a point in our lives where we're too grown to have adults. We're too grown to have roommates. You know, I'm married. Me and my husband are married. We've been married for almost a year and a half, and we haven't been by ourselves for a while. And in a growing marriage, you know, it's important to have alone time, especially when we would like to have a family in the future. And you know, my roommate's 28 years old. Her daughter's about to turn 4 in September, so you know, she's got her own path that she's going on, and you know, she has her own things that she would like to do with her daughter. So we're all just kind of growing into where we want to be in our lives, and we have definitely had some struggles living together. We had an issue back in like fall with a personal thing that happened, and we worked through it, and in the end, you know, we all came together, and it wasn't something that, you know, we hate. It was more of a very big learning experience. And I think that having roommates can teach young people to not have these expectations of these TV shows. Don't think that it's going to be like Friends or, you know, whatever show that you watch where there's roommates, because there are very bad cases of roommates, and there are good cases. And I consider this one a good case and a learning experience, because not everyone is going to live the way that you live. And not that we're very different from living, but you know, we have our own things that we like to do, and we have our own things that, you know, we find that are acceptable. So for us, I mean, we're all pretty much the same. And my last roommate situation, I wouldn't do again at all. And I'm just happy that we got to experience this past year together in a beautiful home built in like 1929. So we got to live in like a nice vintage home that is a once-in-a-lifetime home, at least in my opinion and my husband's opinion. So it is very beautiful, and I love it. There's no AC though, so that's like but it's okay. I lived with it for a year, and I have an AC right there. So But I'm definitely excited to see what the future holds for her and her daughter and life to go forward. I'm excited to see where she goes in life, where her daughter goes in life. I'm excited to see where my husband and I go in life. I'm excited to see what God has in store for all of us. You know, people, you really got to count your blessings, because God works in mysterious ways and He is always giving us a path, but it's never going to be the right path unless it's a path that is praising Him and honoring Him. So I definitely believe that the path that me and my husband are on is going to be a God-honoring path. My husband is getting ready to apply for nursing school, which is so cool. I'm so proud of my husband. He works so hard. I mean, he does. He works so hard. He's a nursing assistant at a local hospital here in Reno, and he busts his butt. He's always working overtime to supply for our family, and I thank God for him, because he is the rock of our marriage, and he is such a caring person and someone that you can count on. So for me, I'm gonna get teary-eyed. I love my husband very much. I love him with all my heart, and I am very blessed by God to be married to him. He's gonna make a great nurse. He is going to change so many people's lives, and he already has. He saves people's lives and he protects them, and he goes above and beyond for all his patients. And you know, he always tells me all the awards he's gotten at work, and you know, he doesn't share personal things with me at work because that's against the law and I don't want him to, so we don't really go into his work that much, but he does tell me if a nurse gives him a recognition award, and it's awesome to know that his coworkers enjoy him and that his coworkers love working with him. So it's really cool to see. And my husband's a very one-of-a-kind man, for those of you who know him. He's a very one-of-a-kind man that you really don't find a lot these days, but I am very proud to be his wife and very proud to be married to him. So enough of the la-di-da, but that's kind of what's going on in my life right now. We're thinking about look at that face, we're thinking about adopting another kitten. So this thing right over here, this girl, can have a sister. We don't want our baby to be alone. I love my cat. She's an amazing cat. She's one of the most best well-behaved cats, and she loves being loved and giving love. So she's definitely an amazing girl. And I'm excited for me and my husband to have our own children. I've had some health issues with trying to get pregnant, but I am working on it, and I am working on losing weight. I am working on getting healthy, but not just to have a family, but for myself. I don't want to have heart problems and lung problems and kidney problems. I don't want to have problems like that. I'm 24 years old. I am overweight. I am obese. But I am working on fixing it, and I am working on getting healthy for me. That's something that's very hard for me to come on camera and say, because it's something that's very personal, but at the same time, it's something that will physically be seen after a while. Yeah, I have a double chin when I do that. I'm a big girl. I can't hide that. But I have a lot of love for people, and I have a lot of love for God and my family and my husband and my friends and my work. I mean, I love all the people I work with. I love my coworkers. I love my boss. You know, God is good, and God has given me many blessings this year, and I'm excited to see what He does for the rest of this year. So that is my life update, everybody. I'm sorry if it got a little sentimental, but you know, I don't have any intention of being that YouTuber that's flaccid. Being a YouTuber, I mean, I only have 30 subscribers, so I'm not like a huge popular person, but I do plan on being a very open person, and that does not bother me one bit. People aren't gonna like it. People aren't gonna like the fact that I talk about God on my channel. Well, guess what? Everybody else in the world gets to talk about whatever they want to, and you're not allowed to say anything to them. So I'm gonna say whatever I want to say. I'm going to stand up for what I believe in, and if you don't like that, then you don't like that. So that's how it is, plain and simple. And I will probably have another makeup video coming soon. I'm trying to think about what I want to do. I just ordered the new Dominique lemonade palette, so I'll probably do a review on that as soon as it comes in. It's supposed to come in on Friday, so, and I didn't get the glosses, I just got the palette, so we shall see. But that's all for now, guys. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday night, and let's finish this week out strong. If you're watching this, God bless you and your families, and just pray for each other every day, because that's what this world needs. This world needs prayer, and this world needs Jesus. So I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys in my next video.